Hi there, my name is Victoria Bowler, and today we are looking at songs for teaching So and Me. We'll talk about the song, a game or activity that goes with it, and then an extension activity to do after students know the game. So let's set our melodic focus to So and Me and get started with Spread Out Your Blanket. And the song goes like this. Spread out your blanket on the ground. Someone brought something to pass around. I brought something for everyone. Thanks for the something, yum, yum, yum. Spread out your blanket on the ground. Someone brought something to pass around. I brought strawberries for everyone. Thanks for the strawberries, yum, yum, yum. So this is a solo singing game, and one person is going to sing what they brought to our picnic, and everybody else says thank you for whatever it is they brought. So we'll sing the student's name instead of someone brought something. That would be Emmett brought something, or Isabella brought something to pass around. And then whoever is bringing that food, they sing what they bring, and everybody in the class responds, thanks for the whatever it is. Yum, yum, yum. So teacher talk here, we know so and me as a bitonic interval of a minor third, but to students, it just sounds like high and low. So that's what we'll call it. You know how when you are at a picnic and you need to spread out your blanket, you kind of toss it up and then it kind of floats down. Well, let's do that with this song. Here we go. Spread out your blanket on the ground. Nope, I still see a little wrinkle there on the corner. Let's do it again. Here we go. Spread out your blanket on the ground. Let's do it one more time. Will you make sure that your blanket is going up and down at the same time as mine is? Here we go. Spread out your blanket on the ground. Excellent. Now let's put that high sound on our head and the low sound on our shoulders. Here we go. Spread out your blanket on the ground. And now could you sing it on high and low instead of the words? Here we go. High, 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 low, high, high, low. And let's check that by pointing to these high and low sounds of the words. So will you point to these words? Here we go. Spread out your blanket on the ground. Does that match the high and the low sounds that we were doing? Yes, it does. Okay, so that is all we need to do for this kinesthetic and aural experience with So and Me early on in the concept process. Next, let's look at Hey, Hey, Look at Me. And this song is Hey, hey, look at me. I am smiling, you can see. Hey, hey, look at me. I am smiling, you can see. This is an action song where one person is going to be singing about what they are doing and everybody else echoes. So at the beginning, hey, hey, look at me. I am jumping, you can see. The rest of the class would echo that one solo student with, hey, hey, look at me. I am jumping, you can see. And then, of course, whatever we say we are doing, that is the action that we'll take in the music classroom. I often jump like this, but students, of course, are going to jump with their whole bodies. So examples might be, I am running, you can see, or I am surfing, you can see. Now, there are two kind of different versions of this song, just depending on how you want to use it in your classroom. The version I normally sing is, I am smiling, you can see. And we're going up to la. So if that's the case, if that's the version that you're doing, then your extractable phrase wouldn't be in the second half of the song. The extractable phrase with So and Me would just be that phrase at the beginning. Hey, hey, look at me. So that's just something to note there. So now let's extend this to work on So and Me. In our game, there are all kinds of things that we could do. Here are a few more options. Maybe you want to jump, jump, wiggle, wiggle. And we can arrange these on the board. Maybe we want to jump, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Let's try that. Will you sing and move to the high sound and the low sound? Here we go. Jump, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Excellent. So we could also do some more different options like wiggle, wiggle, jump, 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 wiggle, wiggle. Let's try it. Wiggle, wiggle, jump, 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 wiggle, wiggle. Excellent. So that might be where we stop for this activity. If we sense that students are ready for more, then we can add on a few more options, like I still have jump, jump. I still have wiggle, wiggle, but now I'm going to add climbing up and climbing down. So a few more options here. And then, of course, as we are moving, as we are singing, we are also moving our bodies. So if we did wiggle, wiggle, climbing up, wiggle, wiggle, climbing down, it might look like wiggle, wiggle, climbing up, wiggle, wiggle, climbing down. So always linking the high and low vocal contour with high and low motions with our body. And one note here, the tricky one with this collection is climbing up, going from me to so. So now we can make all sorts of arrangements. The teacher can arrange these, or students can come to the board or to the computer and move these around on their own. Students can also turn to a shoulder partner and come up with their own patterns of these cards. So lots of different options here. Next, let's look at Pajarito Tan Bonito. It is Pajarito tan bonito, pajarito, ¿dónde vas? A la cera verdadera, pin, pon, fuera. I talk about this song all the time because it is just so much fun for kindergarten all the way through 5th grade. This is a counting out song, so if the last beat of the song lands on you, you are out. And that last beat of the song is a beat without a sound. So we're going around the circle. Pajarito tan bonito, pajarito, ¿dónde vas? A la cera verdadera, pin, pon, fuera. And I would be out in that version of the game because the last beat has landed on me. Okay, so let's extend this for some reading. In our game, the bird is going somewhere and we want to know where. So let's look at some of these melodic options. I have our musical question over here. Pajarito, ¿dónde vas? And 4 different places that this beautiful little bird might be going. I have so, so, mi, mi, so, so, so. That's number 1. Number 2 is mi, mi, so, mi, mi, so. Number 3, so, mi, so, mi. And number 4, so, so, mi, mi, mi. So the teacher is going to sing the call and then one of these answers, and students will hold up fingers for which one they heard. Now, a couple options here to either kind of scaffold this activity or make it a little bit more challenging. One way to make it a little bit more accessible is for the teacher to just sing everything on solfege. So, pajarito, ¿dónde vas? Mi, mi, so, mi, mi, so. Students just have to kind of scan the board for the letters that they see. A way to make it a little bit more tricky would be Pajarito, ¿dónde vas? Lu, 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 lu. So now I'm singing it on a neutral syllable, but still with the hand sign. And then a little bit trickier than that would be for me to sing it on a neutral syllable. Lu, 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 without a hand sign. Along those same lines, we can take out these solfege syllables altogether, so we just have the intervals on the 5-line staff. And then the last way to make it a little bit more advanced would be for the teacher to play on a recorder or a barred instrument. So transferring from the voice as the timbre that we're using to an instrument as the timbre that students are hearing. Let's go to another bird song now, Cuckoo in the Clock. And the song goes like this. Cuckoo in the clock, won't you come out when I knock? In this game, we are asking the cuckoo bird to come out of the clock, and at the end of the song, the teacher or another student is going to clap or play an instrument a certain number of times, and students need to listen for how many sounds they hear. So we're going to sing the song, cuckoo in the clock, won't you come out when I knock? And all around the room, students are holding up 7 fingers. I also have students oftentimes walk around the room as they sing and then stand still while they're listening. And that just adds a little bit of movement to this song, so we're not just sitting and listening the whole time. So now let's do some conscious improvisation with this song. I have another video where I talk about the first part of this activity, where students start the improvisation process and we scaffold up to this point. So this is definitely skipping ahead after we have been doing that improvisation, the scaffolded improvisation activity for several weeks. And then certainly after So and Me are conscious knowledge. So the cuckoo is in the clock, but it does not want to come out. Why do you think that is? I don't know. Let's find out. Won't you come out when I knock? And students improvise their answer back. Again, we've been doing this for several weeks at this point. And so some things that we might hear from students might be, no, because I have a dentist appointment. Or we might hear, no, I'm asleep. Or no, I'm asleep. Or no, I'm asleep. So lots of different answers and lots of different variations on those answers that students might give us in this activity. We're going to sing the song as the A section, and then we'll go around the room and have students sing solos by themselves with why they will not come out of the clock. That will be the B section, and then periodically we just go back to the A section of the song. And then eventually we're going to ask students to figure out their improvisation on solfege by thinking about the high and low sounds and how those translate to solfege syllables. So if I do no, because I'm playing Roblox, then I would sing me, 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 so, so. So we're still improvising first, and then we're gonna pull that improvisation back from our memories and figure it out on solfege. This is conscious improvisation. This is what I'm calling conscious improvisation, because students are improvising, but then we're connecting it back to conscious musical vocabulary. And this is a different approach from what I call just open-ended improvisation, where any vocal response is acceptable. And I have a video on that as well. These are 4 So and Me songs that students love. They are simple, they are quick to learn, the games are a lot of fun, and importantly, we can use these as a springboard for some teaching extensions with So and Me. And that's the thing about having really great rep. When we know what songs we are using and why, lesson planning becomes so much easier. The lesson plans basically write themselves because the songs are the core of our curriculum. So if you want a deeper dive on analyzing a song so that you can use it in your classroom, you might be interested in this video coming up next about how to analyze classroom repertoire.